Protect yourself by staying silent. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that has the power to change the trajectory of your life, and not by what you say, but by what you choose not to say. Silence. Now, I'm not here to tell you to hold back your voice when it matters. I'm talking about the kind of silence that protects your peace, preserves your energy, and safeguards your power. Let me ask you this. How many times have you regretted saying something in the heat of the moment? How often have you shared your dreams, your plans, your vulnerabilities, only to find that the world wasn't ready to protect them the way you would? Words are powerful, but so is silence. Silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. When you stay silent, you're not giving others the opportunity to weaponize your words against you. When you keep your plans close to your chest, you're guarding the seed of your vision, giving it the space and time to grow without interference. It's not about shutting people out. It's about understanding that not everyone has earned the right to know your next move. Some people will project their fears onto your dreams, others will doubt you, and some will try to sabotage you. Protecting yourself starts with discipline. Silence is discipline. It's choosing to respond rather than react. It's understanding that not every comment deserves a comeback, not every challenge needs a rebuttal, and not every battle is worth fighting. Here's the truth. When you speak too soon, you give others access to your emotions, your plans, and your weaknesses. But when you stay silent, you maintain control. You hold the power. Think of the greats, the people who've achieved extraordinary things. They didn't broadcast their every step. They worked in silence, and when they spoke, the world listened. That's the kind of power I want you to cultivate. Silence isn't passive, it's preparation. It's taking the time to think, to plan, to grow stronger. It's using your energy not on endless debates or unnecessary explanations, but on building the life you want. So, my challenge to you is this. The next time you're tempted to explain yourself, ask yourself if it's necessary. The next time you're about to share your dreams, consider if the person you're sharing with is someone who will nurture them. And the next time someone provokes you, remember this: your silence can be louder than any word. Protect yourself. Stay silent when it matters. Speak only when your words have the power to change the world. That is how you rise, that is how you thrive, and that is how you... Silence doesn't just protect you, it empowers you. Silence is not an absence of action. It's a calculated move. It allows you to observe, to listen, it gives you the time to assess situations with clarity and to strategize your response with precision. When you remain silent in moments of chaos, you are the calm in the storm. And people notice that. Silence commands respect. It shows confidence, self-control, and it says, I don't need to prove myself to anyone because I already know my... Now, understand this. Silence is a choice, not a default. It's not about running away from confrontation or avoiding accountability. It's about choosing your battles wisely. Not every critic deserves a response. Not every situation requires your input. When you protect your silence, you're not running, you're conserving your energy for the moments that truly... And here's the magic of silence. It speaks volumes. Silence creates mystery. It makes people wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning, and where you're headed. It keeps them guessing. And in a world where everyone is shouting for attention, your silence can be the loudest statement. But let me warn you, silence takes courage. It's easy to react. It's easy to let your emotions drive the wheel. But staying silent requires patience. It requires and it requires a deep understanding of who you are and what you stand for. So here's what I want you to remember. When someone underestimates you, stay silent. Let your success do the... When life feels overwhelming, stay silent. Use that time to reconnect with your... When negativity comes your way, stay silent. Protect your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Silence isn't just a shield, it's a superpower. It's a tool that allows you to navigate life with grace, wisdom, and strength. So, as you walk out of here today, carry this with you. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to prove your silence is your boundary. Your silence is your strength. And when the time is right, when your silence has done its work, you'll speak. And the world will... Now, let's talk about what happens when you embrace the power of silence long enough, because silence is not just a defensive mechanism. It's also the foundation for your brain. When you've cultivated the discipline to stay silent, you create space for something profound, growth. In the quiet, you find clarity. In the stillness, you discover, and in the absence of noise, you hear what truly matters, your intuition, your vision, think about it. When the world is loud and distractions are everywhere, the person who can master silence is the one who rises. Silence allows you to focus on what's important while others scatter their energy chasing validation, approval, or empty argument. And when the time comes for you to break that silence, your words will carry weight. They will carry, because they won't just be words, they'll be backed by action, by results, by the power you've built in the back. This is how legacies are. You protect your dreams, you protect your energy, you protect your progress, and then when the moment comes, you unleash everything you've been working. That's how you turn silence into success. But let me leave you with this. Silence doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean shutting out the people who love and support you. No, silence is about knowing who deserves your words and who doesn't. It's about knowing when to speak and when to wait. Because when you master the art of staying silent, you're not just protecting yourself, you're positioning, you're building a foundation so solid that when the world finally hears your voice, it will be undone. So protect yourself by staying silent. Let your silence prepare you, strengthen you, and refine you. And when the time comes to speak, speak with the kind of power that can't be. Let's take it even deeper. Because silence doesn't just prepare you for external success, it transforms you internally. Silence builds resilience. When you choose silence over reaction, you're teaching yourself to be unshakable. You're training your mind to operate from a place of strength rather than it's in those moments of restraint that you discover just how powerful you truly are. You realize you don't need validation from the outside world because you've cultivated it within yourself. In silence, you find freedom. Freedom from the need to explain. Freedom from the need to defend. Freedom from the noise of opinions that don't serve. And let me tell you something. Silence doesn't mean passivity. It's not about surrendering or avoiding challenges. No, silence is active. It's the work you do behind the scenes. It's the hours you spend sharpening your skills, strategizing your next move, and growing into the person who is unstoppable. Silence requires trust in yourself. You have to believe that you're enough, even when you're not speaking. You have to trust that your actions will speak louder than your words ever. And you have to have faith that staying silent when others are loud will not make you weaker, will make you. Now, here's where it all comes together. Silence is temporary. It's a phase, a tool, a strategy. It's not the end. The goal isn't to stay silent forever. It's to speak with precision, with intention, and with purpose when the time. Because when you break your silence, you will speak with the power of someone who has done the work. You'll speak as someone who has nothing to prove but everything to give. And when you do, your words will resonate. They will inspire. They will move mountains. So here's the final challenge I leave you with. Embrace the silence, but don't stay there. Use it to heal. Use it to grow. Use it to. And then, when your foundation is unshakable, step into the world and let your voice ring out not as noise, but as a declaration of who you are and what you stand. Protect yourself. Stay silent. Build in the quiet. And when the world hears you, they'll know they're in the presence of grace. Thank you. And go live.